Can a creature live without a brain and a heart? How is that possible? We always believe the brain and heart are essential for life. So how can a living being survive without them? Let's find out. This is AZ Discovery. Jellyfish, what a strange name, right? I'm sure you're wondering what kind of fish that could be. Jellyfish is nothing but the beautiful creature we often admire and say, wow, how lovely. We know that this is a marine creature. Even though it's called a jellyfish, it doesn't actually belong to the fish category. It belongs to a group called invertebrates. These jellyfish are mostly found in seas and oceans in large numbers. Among sea creatures, the jellyfish is one of the most beautiful. It's not limited to the deep sea alone, it can also be found in wide, open water bodies. We might have seen jellyfish at our beaches sometimes. They're often found washed up on the shore. When we see them, we may feel like picking them up and playing with their slime-like texture, but just like how beauty can be dangerous, jellyfish too are dangerous. So far, over 2,000 species of jellyfish have been discovered around the world. Some of these live deep in the ocean, making them hard to study, which is why scientists believe there could still be hundreds of thousands of jellyfish species yet to be discovered. Jellyfish belong to a group of organisms called Cnidaria. Even though jellyfish have been studied by researchers for many years, they didn't make a significant impact in the scientific world for a long time. But in October 2007, the discovery of fossilized jellyfish revealed their ancient history to the world. Until now, we might have thought that dinosaurs were the oldest living creatures. But in a study conducted in 2007, scientists discovered that jellyfish are 205 million years old. This created a huge surprise in the scientific world. Even now, many new species of jellyfish are still being discovered, and jellyfish evolve quickly. If we look at its body, the upper part is shaped like an umbrella or a bell, and the lower part has structures called strings or tentacles. It has two types of skin, the outer layer called the epidermis, and the inner layer called the gastrodermis. The gastrodermis lines the digestive cavity. This jelly-like material is what gives the jellyfish its name. We often get scolded by our teachers with phrases like, "Do you even have a brain?" And among lovers, it's usually, "Do you even have a heart?" But how can something be alive without a brain or a heart? Sounds impossible, right? But there is one, the jellyfish. It has neither a brain nor a heart. Its entire body is made up of just a nervous system. In us, it's the network of neurons in the brain that helps us react to everything. So, if you're wondering how a jellyfish reacts, its entire body is connected by neurons, which is how it functions instead of a brain. It has sensory receptors that allow it to sense light, smell, pressure, and external stimuli. The jellyfish has a symmetrical appearance and has the strength to face danger from any side. It also has two eyes. It uses only one body part both for eating and excreting. That is, the downward-facing part has an opening at the tip, which functions as both the mouth for eating and the opening for removing waste. Its mouth is said to be square-shaped. From each corner of the mouth, there is one arm, so it has between 4 to 8 arms. These are called oral arms or mouth extensions if not referred to as hands. These oral arms, along with the tentacles, are used to bring food to the mouth. The upper part, which looks like an umbrella, is divided into 8 lobes at the edges. There are gaps between these lobes, and these gaps are filled with sensory tentacles. Along the rim of this umbrella-like part, there are many thread-like structures. These are the ones that appear wavy and thread-like when we look at them. Jellyfish move vertically, sideways, and even upwards. No matter how large its body is, it controls its movement mainly through vertical motion. Most of the time, it is carried along by the waves. Its umbrella-like structure contracts and pushes outward, which helps it move upwards. Its movement also depends on the water current and the wind. Jellyfish are made up of 95% water. Only the remaining 5% is made of solid matter, which includes parts like the stomach, throat region, and the inner gastrovascular cavity. Its sensory tentacles have the ability to sting, and they also contain poison. Normally, when it's floating in water, it isn't very visible to the eye. But while it's calmly drifting, if a small fish or some other organism happens to touch its sensory tentacles, it immediately reacts by extending its stinging thread-like structures to paralyze and capture the prey. The poison present in the sensory tentacles paralyzes the prey, making it impossible for the prey to escape. After that, the jellyfish sends the prey to its digestive cavity to be digested. These sensory tentacles are used not only for hunting but also, at times, to protect itself. As for humans, the poison of a jellyfish usually causes only mild effects like rashes, itching, or inflammation. However, there is a type called the box jellyfish, and when they appear in groups they are said to be dangerous enough to cause serious harm or even be life-threatening. The box jellyfish has 24 eyes. Because of this, it can see in a full 360-degree range. These eyes are located in 4 clusters around the upper bell-like part of the jellyfish, with 6 eyes in each cluster, making a total of 24 eyes. Even a dead jellyfish can still harm us through its sensory tentacles. Jellyfish are found in many shapes, sizes, and colors. They range in size from just a few millimeters to as large as 40 meters. Most jellyfish have bodies that are transparent enough for light to pass through, while some are seen in solid colors. Some jellyfish appear in shades like violet, yellow, or orange. Because of their high water content and gelatinous texture, researchers have classified them under the group of gelatinous animals. We know that if an earthworm is cut into 2, both parts can survive as separate worms. Similarly, if a jellyfish is cut into 2, both pieces can develop into individual jellyfish. And shall I tell you a secret? Some jellyfish don't even have the concept of death. Many of us, as we age, often wish we could stay young a little longer, or think how great it would be if we had a time machine to take us back and relive our childhood and school days. Reversing life isn't possible for us, but jellyfish have been granted that very gift. They can go from the mature stage back to the early developmental stage, and back again, as many times as they want. That's why they're called biologically immortal. But if taken out of water and exposed to sunlight, they will dry out and die because of their high water content. The real beauty of a jellyfish lies in its glowing nature. It absorbs light during the day and then glows beautifully at night. This is called bioluminescence. Why does the jellyfish do this? It's mainly to attract its prey and also to protect itself from larger fish. When many jellyfish gather in one place, it's called a bloom. In such a bloom, there can be anywhere from 100 to 1,000 jellyfish. Like I mentioned earlier, if you touch a box jellyfish, its poison can cause a heart attack and even lead to death. So next time you see a jellyfish at the beach, just stick to taking photos and videos. Don't touch them out of curiosity. You would have learned a lot about jellyfish from this video. There are still many more interesting facts to explore, so join me and discover them together. Subscribe to AZ Discovery. See you in the next video. Bye.